Hi guys, this is Joe. I'm the AJA APAC Presales Manager. Thanks for your interest in AJA Beach Live, which is a 4-channel HD or single-channel UHD encoder, decoder, transcoder turnkey system that's designed for remote productions, multi-channel video contributions, remote collaborations, direct-to-audience streaming, and multi-period and format delivery. Today, we are going to highlight the audio mapping features of Beach Live and see what kind of workflow you can build it, and eventually how you can use this workflow to increase your revenue stream. For example, let's just say you're involved in the Winter Olympic recently, that you have produced your program feed in 4K, and you got the chance of getting all the final audio in different languages where you can embed them. You can send over the Dante audio using the IP network and embed them onto the 12G SDI using our Dante cards, for example. Then you can use your Beach Live to encode this 4K feed, and then you can generate multiple 4K output. Each of them have different audio mapping that provide different languages. For example, first client you want to sell to the Singapore, which requests for the English and Mandarin, they can use that combinations, and Japanese customer wanted the Japanese language in English, and a Korean customer wanted Korean and English, and you can do all that within just one Bridge line. Furthermore, let's just say if you are also involved in any, you are produce any programs that are in English, but that you want to sell this program to another country that doesn't speak, the native language is not in English, you can also use the same kind of workflow that you can send your audios, your final audio along with the audio stems, for example, music and effects, or music only, or effects only, along with your final video to have so that your client can use this final audio can dub onto their own languages on the other end. So for example, first client is basically just using English, so you can just give them final audio. But then another client that they want your final audio, but they want your M&E as well, so they can dub their own language. You can give them just like that 4 channels of audio. You can also another client that so happen that country, the music they use, you don't have the copyright for that country, then you can just use the final audio with the effects, but the ME along as well, just for them, their reference to see, so that they can find the similar music tracks to replace what you have there. So without further ado, let's go straight to the Beachline UI and see how you can set all this up. So this is a Beachline UI. So in order for you to set up, start a encoding or decoding or transcoding pipeline, the first thing you do is just press on this button here, add new pipeline, and then you shall see a new pipeline appears here. Then at this point, I recommend you to name the pipeline so you know what's so easier for you to manage later on. So I'm just gonna set a SDI input with which is 4K and have multiple SRT out. They're all in 4K as well, but with different audio mapping. So this is what we're gonna do today. Exactly what I'm just gonna replicate what we have shared on the first workflow earlier. So which is a 1 SDI in with 3 SDI output. So after you name it, you can just choose the SDI here, choose the device, and choose a port number, and start detecting the input. So just after a short while, they can see you already see the detected input and show you the video preview. You see a quad split here just because the source that we use is the source video that I'm using here is basically just how it was produced. We use this to sort of simulate a multi-channel HD output. So you just use this here so you can ignore the quad split here. Just treat this as a single channel 4K video. So you can see this detected 4K video, V94, 42 to 10 bit. You can just want to click on the set as input, so you copy and paste here. You can also see there's a total of 16 channels of audio, 8 stereo pair here detected along with the input. So that's it for the input. Then now we're going to add the output. So remember the first customer you want to send to Singapore. So we're going to name this here Singapore. So it's easier that way. And because we're going to send it as 4K feed, so we want to put the high bit rate. So we're going to put let's just say put 30. And because this is 30, so we want the total bandwidth to be more than that. Of course, let's just say put a 40 here. Then you can choose your SRT output, change the IP address and port number. And then, of course, this is done already. You can leave that as it is. Then come to the main point of our video today, which is the audio mapping. So you can see there's total of 8 stereo pair, so 16 channels of audio. So let's imagine that the first stereo pair is in English, the second stereo pair is in Mandarin, the third stereo pair is in Japanese, the fourth stereo pair is in Korean. So this is for the Singapore customer that require English and Mandarin. So you want the first two pair. So the first pair, you can click on this and then click on add audio output. Then you already add that on to the first set of the audio stream along with the SRT output. So of course, I choose this to AAC. Of course, it can be any other codec as well. It depends on the customer requirement. And we should also name this in English so it's easier for us to manage. Then you want to add the Mandarin as well, which is the second pair. You can click on audio number 2 here and click on that, and there you go. It's pretty straightforward to do that. Mandarin, so name this AAC as well, and also 192. So that's all, pretty simple and straightforward for the mapping for the Singapore customers. So now we can continue to add another output, which is for our Japanese customers. So we name this as Japan, and also changes to 40 megabit as well. I'm going to use the SRT2, but of course, same IP address but different port number. Leave this as 30, and the audio mapping we same here. So this time, the customer wanted the first stereo pair to be Japanese, the second stereo pair to be English. So you know that the first pair should be from the third stereo pair, which is the audio number 3 here. Click on that, and you name this as Japanese, and AAC, and 192. So we're going to put this program ID 101, second stereo pair to be English, which is from the first stereo pair from the input, and change the AAC as well with 192, of course, different program ID. So that's it for the Japanese customer. And the third one to be the Korean customers, which we'll name Korean. And this Korean customer, they want slightly different. They don't want AAC audio. They want the audio to be uncompressed AES. So I show you how you can do that too. So because it's AES, so we'll take much more bandwidth than AAC. So we're going to put a higher bandwidth on there. Then it's SRT as well, same IP address with, again, different port number. We're going to leave this as 30 and come back to this audio mapping here again. So the first stereo pair, they want it to be in Korean. So we name this here Korean, but they want it to AES, so no compression at all. So I put 24-bit so they retain the best quality possible. Second pair to be English, so name this here. In fact, they want the second pair, the first channel of it, they want it to be English, but that's the second channel they want it to be Korean. So we can actually do that too. So this is from the first stereo pair. So this both of these are English. We're gonna remove the second channel, and come back to the Korean, which is the fourth stereo pair, and take the first channel from there. Then you can have a combinations of English on the left channel, which is channel 1, and Korean, the second channel on the right channel. So name is 102 as well. So this will be the English plus Korean. AES as well, no compression, and 24-bit. And that's it, pretty straightforward. You can, at this point, just click save and restart. Then Bridgeline will just restart the pipeline, grab all the input, and send and code them and send 3 streams out. So you can, at this point, come to the main page and see what we have set up from there. So you can see here, this already turned yellow and this is turned green. So that means that because the left represent the input, right represent the output, so the input is all in green means okay. The C yellow here is just because there's no SRT connector, decoder connected to this output. That's why I show yellow. So once you have all three of this SRT output connect to a SRT decoder, then all this will turn green. But this is good enough for you to demo today. So you can see this is a total of 4 streams here, which is 1 is input, 3 is output. So they are all from the same pipeline here. So you go closer, you can see this one, this is the input at 4K, FDM94, and they all are 4K output as well, all at FDM94, but same IP address with different port number. And that's it. And you can see that the CPU is just about 11%, the GPU is about 41%, I think, yeah, 43%. So way below what the machine is capable of. So it's That's all for today. I hope you learned something. This again, how you can use the audio mapping features of Bridge Live and what kind of workflow you can build from it. So if you want to learn more about AJA products or especially Bridge Live, welcome to AJA website and click on the feature, click on the tech specs and download the manual to read deep into it. Or better still, just leave your contact details on our schedule demo website here. Then we will reach out to you with these contact details and provide you an online demo